I got extensions. We won't be sparing you. Chasing who? Pursuing who?
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields, a check down here to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. They're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that one to Carter complete.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Let's go, let's go.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. We're scoreless after 1. fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this out past the 25.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play in a quick strike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
2nd and 6. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
53, check 53.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second down at 5. Here's Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at those just to make sure.
We got this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before the break. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this...
And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Steps away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
One play action. Fields.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Fields now to throw.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Throwing after the interception. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter.
He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Johnson now returning, and he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On first down, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs on one play have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes. Because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Joe Tryon getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw here. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Justin Fields, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management. Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 45.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out right to Bourne. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramirez. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion.